Hi, my name's Ashley, and I am a teacher in the North Vancouver School District. I am currently in a course at UBC for teacher librarianship, and it's all about technology and teaching and learning in the digital age. I have decided for my final project to take on the task of creating video tutorials on technology that will assist teachers in effectively implementing technology in their classrooms and engaging their tiny humans, as I like to call them. I understand that teaching about technology or even using technology in the classroom may be daunting for some teachers. Perhaps that teacher didn't grow up using technology or is just someone who's not interested or doesn't see the value in technology. But it is important that we are teaching our students how to use technology effectively and safely. The National Council of Teachers of English came out with a document indicating several digital literacies that are important for learners, readers, and writers in the 21st century to be successful. I'm going to read them off my screen so my eyes will be looking down for a moment. So the first literacy that the NTCE indicated was building relationships with others to pose and solve problems collaboratively and cross-culturally. Designing and sharing information for global communities to meet a variety of purposes was the second. The third was managing, analyzing, and synthesizing multiple streams of information. Next was creating, critiquing, analyzing, and evaluating multimedia text. And finally, attending to the ethical responsibilities required by these complex environments. Now, this is a huge set of skills, and no one teacher is going to be able to address all of them, and students wouldn't be able to master them in one school year. But if you take the time to perhaps focus even on one of those competencies, you will be doing a huge service for your students and will be preparing them to be successful in this digital age. This final project for UBC was quite open-ended, and I could have written a paper or created a blog, but I figured that a vlog may be easier for teachers to digest. I know myself at the end of the day I am exhausted, and the thought of having to do one more thing or read one more paper seemed like a chore. So I'm hoping these vlogs will be informative for you. And the reason why I chose to teach about technology is because our professional development days don't really address this need, which is interesting to me because technology is such a huge part of our jobs right now, and so many teachers struggle with it. But from what I've read, this is a common problem, and I was reading an article called Technology in Early Childhood Education, a technology integration professional development model for practicing teachers. And this was done by researchers from the University of North Dakota. And they said that despite the promise of technology in education, many practicing teachers are faced with multiple challenges of effectively integrating technology into their classroom instruction. And they said that the overarching goal for schools should be to have teachers comfortably access and work with appropriate technology tools and to pass on that knowledge and skills to the children they teach. Now, it's interesting, at my school we have access to lots of technology, but it's a common theme that there seems to be a common theme that teachers really don't know how to use the tools that we have. And often, for instance, we have an iPad cart and a computer lab, and often I'll see that the iPad cart is left untouched, as well as the computer lab. So I'm hoping that through these online tutorials, teachers at my school, in my district, or perhaps even larger than that, will be able to make better use of the technology available to them. Even more interesting was a study done by the University of North Carolina. It was called Transforming Teacher Education with Preparing Tomorrow's Teachers to Teach with Technology. And what it was about was addressing this a lack of knowledge around technology in teachers, but instead of using professional development days to teach existing teachers, what was done was technological education with pre-service teachers. So these pre-service teachers learned how to make newsletters, grade books, seating charts, PowerPoint presentations, and all these engaging ways to present content. Without the field experience that practicing teachers have, all these technological skills that the pre-service teachers learned were kind of left unused. So my idea is, instead of focusing on pre-service teachers, I would like to assist pre-existing teachers with using technology in their classroom and creating digital content and teaching to their students' digital needs. So the way I'm going to go about that is creating videos about various pieces of technology and various apps that are out there that you can use in your classroom, and the videos should be useful. So my next video I'm going to create is going to be about Smart Notebook, which is an application which connects to your smartboard, and there are tons of lessons and tools on there for you to access. And then following that, I would really like to talk about an app I use for documenting students' learning, and it's called Seesaw. I would also like to create a vlog on GoNoodle, which is a movement break website that I use, and my students love that for their body break. I was also thinking that I could create a vlog on Scratch and Scratch Junior, as well as Code.org, which are all coding applications. And finally, I was considering creating another vlog on, it's called Class Dojo, and it's a classroom management tool. So if any of those interest you, if you could leave me a comment, that would be excellent. For now, I'm going to focus on Smart Notebook for my next post, but in the future, I would like to create a series of these videos for you to watch at your leisure. And again, they are supposed to be useful and purposeful, so I'm happy to have feedback. And just to reiterate, if you have an idea for a future vlog, or if you really liked any of the ideas that I mentioned, please comment and let me know, because I will be happy to respond to any questions that you may have, or to create content based on your interests. I think I will leave it at that. I kind of rambled a little, my apologies. I'm not used to speaking on video, but I'm happy to be on this journey, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to actually make a difference for some teachers and help them navigate this digital age and technological literacy. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time.